In Afghanistan, Sergeant Paul Loby was in charge of more than a dozen Marines and thousands of pounds of heavy artillery. In November, after 4 tours of duty in Iraq, Afghanistan, and the Middle East, he was discharged from the U.S. Marine Corps and joined the ranks of thousands of other returning veterans. He was unemployed.
I would send out an email, hey, I'm a veteran, I just got out, I'm unemployed, I'm looking for work, and I just sent out dozens and dozens of emails.
In December, he got an email back from the Illinois Department of Employment Security, offering him a spot in a first-of-its-kind program called the Veterans Rapid Employment Initiative, a 2-week course aimed at putting veterans back to work in manufacturing.
My first thought about manufacturing was like dirty smokestacks and like heavy lifting and, I don't know, just a dirty shop. I didn't realize how high-tech it was.
Nor did Mr. Loby recognize that his background maintaining, cleaning, assembling, and firing 6 massive howitzers during his 8 years in the Marines was actually a perfect fit for a manufacturing job.
One of the big things in the Marine Corps is we all talk about how we're going to get out and go be a janitor because we have no idea how these skills translate, and no one knows about manufacturing. I didn't know anything about it.
U.S. Representative Brad Schneider, a Democrat from Deerfield, has introduced a series of bills in recent months aimed at getting veterans job training and making it easier to start their own businesses. The program, an extension of this legislation, teaches recently discharged post-9/11 veterans interviewing skills, offers them tours of suburban manufacturers, and connects them directly with potential employers, all in a matter of weeks.
The program's short and intense. It's really an introduction to manufacturing. What are the, showing them what are the opportunities, but also helping the veterans identify the skills they already possess, how those translate into on-the-job skills they could bring to employers, and explain to employers, because employers don't know how to understand necessarily the language of the military to translate those skills into the openings they have.
The program, made possible through a $110,000 grant from the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, had its first round of classes in December, securing employment for 5 out of the 7 participants. In early February, it launched its second session. Rand Haas is an outside consultant responsible for coordinating the initiative.
The veterans come in and they don't realize that they already have many of the skills that employers want. And that's what the Veterans Rapid Employment Initiative does. It helps them understand the career opportunities in manufacturing and then also how to build a resume and how to build a presentation to get that job.
Larry Hawk, the general manager of PM Mold Company in Schaumburg, saw potential in Mr. Loby. A month ago, he hired him straight out of the program as a warehouse supervisor.
The veterans bring a wide variety of skill sets. I'll call it the intangibles you don't always think about, besides the trade skills, is the attitude, the leadership, the work ethic. They're mechanically inclined because they've been working on, tanks and guns and all that stuff. They bring all those intangibles that translate well into manufacturing.
4 weeks into his new job, Mr. Loby says being employed is great, but it's definitely a change from what he's grown to know over the past 8 years in the Marine Corps.
There's not as much of a brotherhood or a camaraderie. I mean, I like this company. It's a family company. It's small, and I really like that. But it's still not the same as the Marine Corps.